I don't even want to think what it is over here. I've got that. In the UK, you can buy them to put on yourself for like a tenner, and they work. You'd spent 2,000. Yeah. I bet half the rooms they've never been into before. Back in a sec. So, hello everybody, welcome to this stream/video. I would like to make an apology. I have tried streaming today, and for like this morning and this evening, UK time, but Twitch was having some issues, I believe, because of the storms. So I was unable to stream. Just so you guys know, I did say I would be streaming today, and I didn't, so I thought I'd just get on now a little bit later. And stream for you guys. Now, as you can see, I did do field 48 which is down below us here, because I did really want to play and just make some progress while Twitch wasn't working, so I was intending to do 48 in another stream, but that didn't work out, so yeah, we'll fix that. Now, as you can see, I am speaking to friends again, which is probably my preferred way of playing, just so you guys know. So we will get into random conversations, and they don't include the audio, but if any of you are watching, if you want to kind of hear the other side of the conversation, just search BC 144601 and you'll be able to find some more. So we'll do that, and I'm going to join back into the party. Okie dokie. See ya. See ya. BC, if you do hear some rattling going on in the background, we're looking after a hamster at the moment, and my mom's just kind of put her in this room in its ball, and it's just hitting into everything, so you may hear a few bumps. David in your stream, BC. %70 humidity. Wow. What am I doing in that vehicle? Where's my man truck? BC, were you reading by any chance when you crashed the harvester? It doesn't end well. David said he's gonna have a shower and a coffee, then he'll get on. And he also said that he finished the potato field this morning. Didn't he do 49 or something like that? Or is that? Yeah. Oh, that's a lot. I'm noticing some work issues above field 34. Just near the top. Just the harvester maybe stops about 10 meters away from the edge and is turned around, and he won't start work until about that 10 meters in as well. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize you were doing 34. I am watching your stream, but clearly I'm not focusing well enough. Alright then. Well, I'll see you in the morning, for me, at least. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll, see you in the morning. See ya. So anyone watching my stream now, my friends have just headed off for the evening. So I'm gonna aim to finish this canola field. And then I might possibly head off. I'll see what time it is. I may make a start on field 32 or 33. I was just speaking to BC. He was the guy I gave a little shout out earlier, and he was also doing 34 with soybeans, and he says that on the right hand, like from here, in alignment from that red shed that you can see to the right, so this harvester, basically it'll stop about a good 5 to 10 meters away from the edge of the field. And he just said he just went back over it at the end, which I'll probably do. Let's see, is he going to go all the way? Hey, stop. We'll go and let this go now. So, I am going to turn straw swath on for 32 and 33. And then 45 I am going to cut as well, and I think I'm going to pick that stuff up with the snowblower, and I'll just keep that in storage just so I know where it is. And then we should be ready for cows. I'll get the cultivator going on the case after we've bought our first few cows, and then I'll get the Challenger Viper going on the Great Plains Cedar. And well, I'm free and I'm talking to you. I might as well say what I plan to do. So I'm gonna do 45 as soybeans. And then I'm going to do 49 as wheat, 48 as canola, 43 as soybeans, 34 as canola, and then 33 and 32, 1 wheat, 1 barley. Just because both 45 and 48 are weird shapes, and I probably will keep all straw swath on after doing this up. Sorry. Yeah, so I do want straight lines. and that'll just be easy to pick up. And then I'm gonna keep, I could just do wheat and barley, but I would quite like to keep a flow of low yielding crops in. And I may also 34 may actually be corn or sunflowers, I don't know yet. Just because it'd be quite nice to do a different crop. But if we have a quick look, well, that harvest is turning around. Looking for bright orange. So are there any fields? Bright orange, we've got these two down here, which are corn, which are, one's ready. So I think I may hopefully wait, and possibly one of these fields will have corn in them, and I will do a silage maize harvest. I'll do it the BGA, but then I will keep the silage for our cows, and that'll just save me making silage bales. Now, the reason I'll do it at the BGA instead of the one at the farm is a lot of, like, we as a group on our personal maps instead of our streaming ones, we have tested the silage pit, and we have noticed that lots of silage has disappeared. I know one of my friends lost 3 million litres to that one silage pit. So I will be doing it at the BGA, my silage. Welcome, David. Welcome to the stream. Slowly getting through some canola. Now, also, if I do invest in more grass fields, so 42, which is below 33, and any of the other kind of grass fields, I will possibly get rid of fields 35. I'll turn 35 into a bigger yard if I need to, and 44 will be turned into a actual field, but that's only if I need it to. David said, I actually ploughed field 45 minute roads with grass there. So much more coming off when you plough up and then replant. 45, yeah. Well, if you look at the map, it is green. So when we first downloaded it, we suspected it to be grass. And I think he made it a grass field. And Giants may have told him that the map needs to start you off with at least one arable field. Oh, 44. Oh, yeah. So, if you do have, well, it's like 2 reasons you'd have better yield from ploughing it. One is you have periodic ploughing on, and that'll just up your yield. Or number 2 is that you the field does have quite a few areas around the edges where there is no kind of like field grass. It's just like the outside, like this bit's around here. So ploughing that up could alter that. Yeah. Personally, I keep ploughing off because it's just another task. But yeah, plough it up and replant it. That does work. That's how a lot of people do it. But also, David, you can just cultivate field 44 and 35 because if you cultivate them, it just gets rid of the grass. Sorry. And you do have a cultivated field. If you look, that's how BC got his little extra yard on 35. No ploughing needed. Slowly filling up these trailers with what's this, canola, or seed rape, whatever you want to call it. Yes, but in 19 we are getting Coke, or I believe it's lime if you're in America, and it is I don't know how to describe it. I think it's a bit like a fertilizer, I believe, but you spread it on your fields, and that counts as ploughing. So I don't know if the Giants to describe it as spreading it, so that's what I'm going off, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, David, I might try ploughing it up, then replanting, and I'll do a measurement before and after, and I'll see what measurements I get. Never seen a door move so quickly. I think we'll be starting on the 32 and 33, and I think I'm gonna put one combine on 32, one on 33, and I will just use the front and back trailers, one for wheat and one for barley, instead of putting two on the same field, because that will just waste a bit of time. Now, the reason I believe Twitch was having issues earlier was because of the lightning storms I think we had. So, those of you who were watching on YouTube and didn't get a stream this morning, that's why. You combine 32, 33 and 34 together, combined. Oh, I think that could be taken two ways in farming. I was debating to do that into one big field. I'm still thinking about doing it. I haven't done it just because I think this is quite a big field. I'm combining them. I think the only reason I'd combine them is to do a silage harvest, but then I would just be able to do it normally anyway. So I will just have to. I'll think about it. Might do a stream while I'm ploughing up the fields. Because if I buy field 53 and 54, I think I might combine them together. And what are you doing over here? I think I would combine field 53 and 54 at the bottom. And depending if there's any fences, because I haven't had a look, even if it was just all of the bottom ones into one massive field, that would be pretty cool. But we'll see. I think he's stuck on that telephone pole, which is a million miles away, but it's quite obviously still an issue. Field 50 as chaff got me. I'm guessing you typed in a number there, David. But for some reason, it's standard Twitch, I think. Because you put a dot in it, it thought it was a link. Because I'm guessing you didn't put a space. If you just put the number, I don't really care about the commas or dots. Just put whatever you want to. And that Nightbot notification has only ever come up 2 times in my stream. Both of them have been because of you, David. It's supposed to appear every 15 minutes after 3 messages have been written. I think it's 3, it might be 5. Anywho. Wow. That is... This guy is having some dealing from the field 50. I may have to see about buying 50 because David, did you put in too many zeros there? Because I don't think you got 170 million from chaff. Field 50. What's it got on it at the minute? Sunflowers. I'm just going to quickly have a look. See, I can afford it. The question is, do I want the sunflowers? And the answer to my question is, no, not really. Hundreds, yeah. I was going to say, David, that number was just a tad bit high. Yeah, it's a free crop. We need to. I know, but this money is currently saved. Let's see. The only reason I've done this massive harvest, 32 and 33, are both going to be straw, and I'm basically buying around 50 cows, I think, and I'm just gonna keep working with them. So I'll see how it goes, and I'll see what's planted. And I mean, if it's free, well, it's not free because I bought the field, but I'll have a look. Now it's just gonna fill up in a second. Now I'm just gonna drive it down to the bottom. Well, my truck needs to wash. Two more fields after this, and then we'll be done with the harvest. Bless me, sorry about that. I don't know if I'm muting my mic in time, so... And anyone who is watching this after I upload this on Steam, YouTube tonight, a new train sim rapid transit scenario will be coming out tomorrow. Just so you know about that. You'll have to wait and see which one it is. What's 50th growth stage? It is... I think it's... middle mature. So I don't think there's any point in fertilizing it at the moment. Or at all. I haven't really been looking at fields. I mean, I've bought 49, 48, 43, 34, 33, 32. But I haven't really focused on any other fields. I was kind of aiming for these at the moment. And you can tell it's late because my voice is slowly getting croaky. Which is not the nicest things for you to hear. Sunflower price at the moment is my highest is 1341, but that's going down. It's not the best price. Hi, ionized crab, how are you? Welcome to the stream. We are just finishing up this field of canola. And we'll be moving on to our wheat and barley fields. Yes, I'm gonna call you ionized. Yeah, this is single player. I probably could do a multiplayer of this map because I barely use any mods. I think I have the forage and chip silo. You will, well, if I ever do, it will need all the DLCs. And I only think there's a few mods. Obviously, this is low nuke. And ionized. You've probably seen the title, but I am on Xbox One, by the way. Just so you know. I've got to unload this combine first. I was looking for someone to play. Yeah, I find that. A few things I do ionized is if you're on Xbox, join one of the farming simulator clubs. I think the main one is just called Farming Simulator Club, and if you just put a post looking for someone, or you read through the posts for people looking, then you'll find quite a few people who looking for someone to play with. I mean, I found many of friends playing through the Farming Simulator crew club. Yeah, it is sometimes hard to find someone to play with. And I mean, at this time of like farming simulator kind of time, it is very late for the 17. 19 is coming out in how many months? We've got August, September, for 4 months or so we have until Farming Simulator 19. Many people looking forward to it. I'm quite hopeful. And also if you're on PS4, I don't know, I think they have some form of club system. Just have a look at that. And if you're on PC, you have access to Discord. Have a look on their website. They do have a Discord server up where you can find players, other things like that, which I've found when I've been playing on PC before. I have found a few people, and there's suggestions, there's news, so all the things you kind of need. I do find your username pretty cool. Ionized Crab 53. Now just be warned, my voice is getting very croaky as it's quite late. And ionized, if I mean I do have I do stream Farm Sim daily, and I do some Train Simulator. If you want to look at my other Lone Oak streams, obviously they're on my Twitch, and I also do upload them to YouTube as well, under the same name as my Twitch channel, so if you do want to watch them, then you can. We'll set this guy on a worker. I'm gonna have to be quick because this oh, hang on, stop. We want straw sauce on so I can have some straw for my cows. And I think for console this week, I think Terra Italia or something along the lines. Okay, yeah, okay. Oh, you're out of the shower now. Okay, David, that's fine. Yeah, just I'll have a quick look every now and then, or just send me a message, and I'll invite you to the party. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I will possibly be streaming that map as well. I believe if I do that one, I think I may do it with seasons. Two main reasons really. One, because before the end of Farm Sim, I'd like to use the seasons mod, as I think we're getting it base game and I don't know how good it's going to be. So I will be doing that map with seasons. I'll be using older and smaller equipment because I have played it on PC. And then this is kind of my big farm. And I think a few days before, or maybe a week or two before, we will go back to my original Gold Crest save, which I still do have in my first slot. And you'll have a little look at that and possibly play on it for a week. And if I do remember right, I was in the middle of cutting field 14 because I turned it into a grass field and I fertilized it completely with stage 1, and I think I did about 10 cuts on there, and the grass was so thick, and I windrowed it up, and I'm trying to wrap all the bales that I produced, and it's just impossible. So I think that's why I gave up. Let's go back to Helper G down here. Look, they are on alternating kind of up and down patterns, which is good, so I can keep up with them. David, if you can hear me, what I'm going to do, I'll unlock the party. Let's make it joinable, and then you can just join in. This is Barley, so Barley's in the front trailer and we'll be in the back. When? Well, ionized, if you don't mind me asking, I was gonna, do you live in like the UK, US, Germany, I don't know, and if you just let me know, then I can kind of base a kind of time, because I know that I'll be on in the morning BST time, so obviously it's 10:30 now BST, and I'm normally on from quite an early time of around 6:30. You live in the US, okay, so obviously in the morning, I know it's quite late, so possibly this time tomorrow, well not this, possibly this time or earlier, I may be on. If you do want to whisper me, if you just click on, no, don't, oh god, I've put Barley in the back trailer. Shh, no one will know if I tip a little bit out. If you just want to whisper me, if you know how to do that on Twitch, and then if you just, and then I'll be able to send your gamer tag a message. I know what I'll do. If I click on that name, and I will also whisper you. If you prefer not to say it in the stream. Yes, you live in the US. I have quite a few friends who I play with here in the US, and I do know, why have I gone this far up? I do know that it can be not painful, but obviously time zones different. I think that's why I get up quite early in the morning, just to play with a lot of my friends in America. Been streaming for 61 minutes now. Okay. I will just save. I'll remember that. Yeah, I'll add you and I'll send you a message or something. I'll just let you know when I'll be streaming. It should be around this time tomorrow, maybe earlier. And I will, at some point in the morning, I will load up my game and I will take off all the mods that I'm not using, because I'm not using very many. I know I've got these man trucks, the IT runner pack, the BSM 850 hook lift truck, but just normal flatbed. The big 8,000 litre trailer. Right now, time for me is 10:34 at night. Yeah, so this is a full DLC item. See, you won't need Platinum Edition. But I have got the other DLCs on. And then I've only got a few mods that I'm using compared to some people. Yeah, so it's getting quite late here. My voice is getting worse. Hello, Mr. David.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
Oh, my days.
What?
It is still so hot.
How are you?
My days.
It's still quite
It's still so hot.
I mean here we haven't had any rain whatsoever.
Oh, there's been major thunderstorms up in Durham. So much so that while I was at work and we had like 10 minutes break,
Yeah.
I stood out in it.
I think I found you, so I will just send you a message.
Do you need a hand, buddy, or should I go on mine?
You might as well go on yours. I'm only harvesting at the moment. Just one
All
truck
right.
in use.
I can't wait for next week. I'm buying a graphics card for my PC.
Nice.
So I can get FS19 on PC.
I mean, I have 17. 1 second. I have to take this.
Ionized, it is 2237 in the UK.
Which is 10:37. I hope.
Ionized, it is 2237. It is.
Because I did just ask if it is a multiplayer. And I mean, after me harvesting, this would make quite a good multiplayer because I've got cultivating, seeding, and then cows as well to look after. So.
Tiger, my audio is in your stream.
Yes, I noticed.
Ah, how did that happen?
I don't know. I can hear it. Yeah, and on in my stream and on YouTube, I do apologise for the echo. Hashtag blame David in chat, please. And on in my stream and on YouTube, I do. I'd like that new hashtag.
got out of the shower and I'm still sweating. It was a cold shower as well.
I mean, I'm able to go into bed and I kind of leave my window open all day. And I'm able to now get into bed, and it probably will be cold up there. But we do need rain because, like, my garden, we can't, like, there's no grass whatsoever now. We've dug it all up, and it's so dusty and gross.
I'm going to turn your stream off because I can hear you. But I'm hearing what you're saying like 3 times.
Yeah. I'm also getting that.
But yes, failed 50. 1.72 million potatoes.
Oh wow.
So I just need BC and Goody to give me a heads up on where to put the conveyor belts so I can sell it.
I'm pretty sure that BC used. Do you know the long one that goes up? The base scheme. He used that under the conveyor, like under the pipe. And then he extended that and that went into the crate maker. The crate maker for potatoes. If you look at his, possibly his last stream. Or the one before that, he did do it because I was watching him.
No, go. I'm up at 5:30 again tomorrow for an 18-hour shift at work tomorrow.
Lovely. Some
No.
holidays, so I'm off.
But yeah, like tonight, once it started peeing down, it was just, I just stood outside and it was so delightful.
Apparently there's around, I think it's 50,000 lightning bolts hit before 10 AM this morning.
Oh.
And just in the UK. And bearing in mind that...
Decent.
Imagine splitting Britain almost directly in half. That us in the West did not get anything. It was moderately cooler, it felt like. But it was still hot.
Yes, it is stupidly hot.
I think today is the most messages I've ever had in one of my streams.
When I left, when I just turned it off, you had 10 views.
I've got it down to 3 now. You were counting for 7 of them. You were just the popular one, you knew. You left, everyone else left.
It's any consolation, I am sorry.
No, it's fine. I meant to turn straw
What's-
swath on. Oh,
Yes. What seed do you have on your farm?
I have the Big Bud Great Plains. The one that can do everything except for potatoes and sugarcane.
Ah.
I will show you it in store. I'll have a look at it.
Yeah, I know the one you're on about.
It's the YP one.
Yes. You know, you do realise that you can expand that so dramatically because the TH 1400 can attach to that and expand the grain size.
I may have to use that.
Yes. I didn't know if you were aware, but yes, it does attach to the Great Lanes.
Oh, you gonna unload or? There we go. I will have to test that out.
That does literally every crop apart from potatoes and sugarcane.
Yeah, that's why I have it.
Decent.
I don't
Doesn't
mind
fertilise and
cultivating.
it's not a direct drill.
Yeah. I mean, you can't cultivate. You have to cultivate. But that's not really a problem if you can plant any crop. And fertilising is not an issue.
No.
I hate this telephone pole right in the middle of the farm.
My seeder is the big one from the Platinum expansion.
The big star.
Yes, the big one. It's cheaper than the Amazon and it's wider than it.
That's what one of the seeders that I've never really had a little play with. If you know what I mean.
It's good. It's a direct drill as well. And it fertilises.
Oh. Mr. Goody,
And it
welcome
holds
to
more
the
grain.
stream. Be nice to him, he's a moderator, but I mean he can't kick me, I can just kick him.
Oh. Well, I don't have your stream turned on because how the hell is my audio in your stream?
I don't know, your box might have been ticked in the party.
Right, it's not.
I think he meant to put stalker, but he put stalker. I think that was purpose. But I mean, Goody, I thought you were taking your daughter somewhere. Did you just forget about her and come home and decide to watch my stream, or? Oh, you're back. Okay. Well, if you want to come join Mr. David here, because I'm going to be leaving shortly. As my voice is getting croakier and croakier, and my eyelids are slowly dropping. Ooh. I really struggle to stream on Mixer. I mean, it's easier to use, but I just prefer Twitch. Yeah. Well, when I made this Xbox account, uh, it wasn't actually supposed to be a serious one. I had one before this, and and I thought, oh, I'm just gonna make one called the Tigerman 588, and it's like make your email. So I made up a fake email and a password, which I'm not gonna tell you, and and it, and then I thought I started playing the games on this one account, and it became my main account. Ugh. Tell you what. Oh god. Gotta get my email first. And then I think he'd be, well, he or she would be more into getting you arrested for trying to stalk a young child than you trying to find out my email and password. I'm streaming one morning. I just get a knock on the door. Goody, your friend's here. But then they'd probably bring me over to America, and then I'd just make one request. Yeah, but I can only go into child's prison, like teenagers. That's at most prisons. Yay! Let's all go there together. Uh, 3,000, I think. Yeah. I just quite like that setup for some reason. I'm gonna get these things ready for washing, and then I'm gonna head off. That's good. Yeah, I mean, I just didn't think he wanted to speak to me because he left about a minute after you left. He's like, I've got to go do some things as well. Bye bye. I was like, see ya. And then David joined my stream. He's like, hey, I'll be on in 2 minutes. 10 minutes later, I'm here. Yeah, I was here. So remember, David joined the party and I yelled at him. I was like, don't talk about pancakes. And then went to eat my breakfast. I was extremely hungry. And the thing is, you left right after that. Like, after me and Goody both said something. Like, I said that, and then 20 minutes later, Goody said something, and you just kind of left. God, it wouldn't be Celsius, she'd be dead. Right, guys, I'm ending the stream here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.